City, it ain't no fun, no, but ain't no fun without a little bit of cancer.
Welcome to the fucking dungeon, dude.
Yeah, dude, this is fucking sick. This is our new podcast studio. This is Bad Boy Studios. This is our sick dungeon.
Bad boy for life.
Patent pending, patent approved. We are here. Dude, this is sick. This is definitely better than my shit-ass living room.
A lot of good things in life happen in basements, I feel like, if you're doing it right.
Like what?
Like some of the first drinking. No, I mean, yeah, you can, uncles touch everybody, all that stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
No,
They
but
touch
like,
everybody?
No. I got like some of my best memories, like hanging out with cousins in basements, dude, at parties.
Yeah.
Whole family's party. You lived in your basement, right?
Yeah, I live down there.
room?
I still live there now exclusively.
Yeah,
and
your
I
dungeon.
like my mom will come down and she'll be like, "What do you want for dinner?" I'll be like, "You're such a dumb bitch." Like, you know the way you talk to your mom when you live in her basement?
And then you run up the steps on all fours.
Yeah, I crawl.
Scurry up the steps.
Because I'm pretending to be a Pokemon.
That's how we're going to bring our guests in from now on. They have to scurry up the steps afterwards.
Even better, they have to scurry down. I'm like, you figure it out, dude.
No, but like back like family parties, my parents would host a lot of good family parties, and it was always like, get to the basement as quick as you can. That's where all the cousins are down there.
Yeah.
We're going to try all the new wrestling moves we learned this week from watching wrestling. Someone's going to get hurt. We had an old mattress down there
that's
our
dangerous.
my parents kept it fully knowing someone's getting DDT through that thing every single weekend. Off the top rope, you're coming off top of an old couch.
Yeah.
None of the furniture ever matched. That was the best part about a basement. Because it was always the stuff your parents didn't want to get rid of. So it's like a floral couch and then a teal couch.
Yeah.
And then a recliner that has like a head stain in it from like a grandparent that sat in it too long.
Oh, yeah. That was a...
We used to
bed
turn the
sores.
lights out and you'd play like essentially Jailbreak, but it was just like, how fast can you run around the basement before you run into somebody or something?
Yeah.
The answer is not very long.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's like a bottom tier gay cousin thing to do, like doing like fake wrestling. My cousins were Magic the Gathering cousins.
Oh, that sucks.
So they would make their own movies.
Which,
and they'd all
ironically
be-
enough, they're also wrestling fan cousins, but they weren't the ones that were actually testing the moves on each
No, they
other.
weren't doing. They were all fake. It was all fake, dude. But I remember, like, as a young kid, I got into bloopers. I watched the Like Mike movie, and at the end they showed bloopers.
Oh,
So I was like,
you were coming up in the era of DVD extras. You were a kid when DVD extras were huge. Because when I was in college, DVD extras were a big thing.
and then at the end of like VHS tapes, they would just play it while the credits were on. You see bloopers, and I was like, that's funnier than anything in the movie.
Yeah.
And so I like got to be in one of their skits that they did, like, and it was literally like, we raised the vampire from the grave, and I was the vampire being raised. They were carrying me in a blanket, and I was like, oh, I'll just start laughing like they do in bloopers. And so I started laughing, and they're like, Matt, we can't edit this. We don't know how to edit. So like, 'cause they were just doing one take, and they were
We
just
have to
letting it
stop
rip.
and start again.
They were absolute artists because they were just doing one take because they didn't know how to edit or revise anything.
Oh, yeah.
So they would just clip together certain tapes. All my cousins were shirtless the whole time, and they all had like skinny fat bodies. So you watch it back in retrospect.
Shirtless Magic the Gathering scenarios played out.
Shirtless chubby Italians. And like, if you're a chubby Italian and you're like racist, that's cool. But if you're a shirtless Italian and you're into Magic the Gathering, it's hard to watch. They all had like smooth, pale bodies with no hair. And I think about it often.
Did they ever make you play Magic?
I tried. I couldn't even fucking read.
I was true. You still can't, but
Yeah, I mean, it's like 3 years ago.
There was a weird like Magic phase in high school. Like it was weird. I had like 2 or 3 groups of friends almost. I had my like friends I had my whole life.
Quit bragging.
My sports friends, and then like people I was in a band with, or like skate kids. But my friends that were my friends my whole life, actually ones I'm still friends with today, they got really into Magic during high school.
Yeah.
So like I got a deck because like I sat at lunch with them and stuff, and I bought a secondhand deck off of another kid from the other group of friends who was like, yeah,
A black market deck? You got a black
I got a black market deck. That was actually the card. If you threw a black market deck card, it had 15 mana on it. I still don't know how the game is played. I was always terrible at that stuff. Like I had the deck. I bought it off a guy from the other group because he was like, yeah, dude, I'm in high school now. I'm trying to get pussy and smoke weed.
Sure.
I don't need these cards anymore. And I went to my other friends like, guys, I got cards.
Yeah.
But I never understood it. Like I would just be sitting there playing war with them and stuff. Like
Whatever.
I was like, well, I have a royal flush, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
I was the same way. I used to get shit from my cousins. They'd be like, you don't even know how to play Pokemon. You have all these Pokemon cards.
yeah, you're never going to get a girl pussy.
And I was like, your parents are both going to die before you're like 23. And they did.
That's hilarious to think because like I had very athletic older cousins like to look up to.
Yeah.
You were over in the corner dribbling a basketball, and your cousins were like, "Put down the fucking basketball, nerd."
It literally was like,
"Come shuffle up this Magic."
It was
deck."
like that episode of South Park where it's like, you're going to stop being a pussy and you're going to do a play. It's like, all right.
Dude, putting on shows and plays though was the best back in the day. I remember my sister and her friends would just reenact whatever was on SNL that week.
Yeah, I mean, that's just exactly what we're doing as adults.
Damn, that was real disappointing when you found out Thespian was just an actor.
Yeah, but it's also pretty much a lesbian.
Yeah, true.
Like it did the job for me.
No, lesbians aren't really known for their acting.
Yeah, dude, they're pretending they don't want to be
They
dudes.
did pretend to be straight for like 17 years.
Yeah, they're
true.
incredible at
True.
acting.
No. They pretended to be straight, but everyone was like, "We know you're gay."
Yeah, like you're so good at soccer.
There's nothing like a good short-haired lesbian having to come out, and everyone's like, "Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're the leading goal scorer in the county. Of course, you're gay."
Yeah, but who's hotter than like a manly lesbian who's got feminine features?
There's some of my best friends now. I live
Yeah.
in the gayest town in America. And
Yeah,
I
but
love
once
it.
they go short
But it's all
hair,
lesbians.
they kind of lose me. But when they keep that long dark hair and they're wearing soccer uniforms.
Well, there's those ones, but then those ones always have the girlfriend, which ends up being my bud at the party.
Your
So
bud.
like me and those gals, the bro gals, we'll call them bro gals. We get to hang out in the backyard. We talk sports. Most of them are like D1 athletes.
Yeah.
So it's incredible. Like every time I'm there, I'm like, I've never been surrounded by such elite
So much
athleticism.
talent.
But knowing that I could fully beat all of them one-on-one in sports right now.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I mean, what do you guys talk about? You just talk shop, talk sports?
We talk ladies. It's fun.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
isn't
fun
that
thing.
so stereotypical? Do you actually sit there and talk like, man, we both love Snatch?
No, like there'll be like a new. It'll be interesting because you'll catch like you'll catch them eyeing somebody up. Like say if we're at like the public pool,
Yeah.
and you're hanging out with the lesbians, and me and the beans are hanging out, and
Okay.
like a girl will be across the pool. They'll catch eye of it before I ever will, and like they'll almost like give the nudge, be like, "You fucking see this one over here?"
Yeah.
And then I have to be like, "What are you talking about? Oh, what? What?" And then
Yeah.
I find out that my wife's also checking out the same girl, and everyone's off the
Ooh,
hook.
that's
It's
a
pretty.
little
It's
bit
like
special.
it's like a free pass.
Yeah, I don't personally look at other women because I do love my girlfriend more
True.
than anything. But I can like imagine where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I think white women lesbians don't get enough credit for being misogynists.
They're just bros.
They are what I think the feminist community.
They
thinks
dress
we are.
exactly like we're dressed right now.
Yeah,
They really, I don't know. They get it, I think.
they get it,
They understand the importance
and sometimes
of a
they
flannel.
take it.
True. They love Jeeps.
Yeah.
I love a good Jeep tire cover. That'll tell you if it's a lesbian every single time.
I was at the tap room earlier and they were having a it was called Women on Women event. Which I was like, it's a little on the nose. It
That's
was
why
literally
you're
like
there.
a lesbian event, which was so sick. Dude.
There it is.
I fit
Speed
right
dating.
in. I had my Birkenstocks on, and they were like, "One of us." And I was like talking to one of the other guys, and I was like, "Damn, dude!" I was like, what's this? A Subaru Outback car show outside?" We were just talking about like, if I just went up to them, I was like, "I wish I was in Twilight, but I'm Edward the whole time." They'd be like, "Dude, me too." Holy shit! Yes. What the hell? The guy I was talking to was like, he's like, "Go ask every woman when they started watching Sailor Moon here. You're gonna get some early ages, dude."
Were you an anime nerd?
No, dude, I just had a big dick. And next question.
Had. It shrunk over
Yeah,
time.
it's gone. I can't find
The rest
it.
of my body caught up with it.
Dear St. Anthony, come around. Something's lost. It can't be found.
Did you have to do that shit back in the day?
I used to do it, yeah.
Do you still do it now?
Yeah, and I like fully have sworn off God, and sometimes I like talk to him and
But
be like,
you still rep the Saints.
if it gets bad enough, I'm like, I will recontact God.
I think that's fine. You should be able to swear off religion, but still follow the Saints. I think they
No.
had some good messages.
True, I agree. You're right, yeah. But I'm saying like I like am pretty agnostic and or atheist, but if things get bad enough, I will recontact God. Like a little shit eating, like rich
Oh
son.
yeah. What is it? There's no atheists in a foxhole. Is what they say.
Yeah, true. My foxhole is like I got a mean email from work.
My foxhole is I'm bombing an open mic, and I'm like, God damn it! I really need to fucking turn this one around.
Yeah, literally. It's like my foxhole is my girlfriend won't give me any more foxhole. I'm like, dear God, please give me it. Fuck. I'm the most biggest guy.
Foxhole has to be a Fox News like
That's being
spin-off, right?
red-pilled?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're in the
that's-
foxhole. Welcome to the foxhole. Up first, Obama's gay lover.
Up next,
Did you
him
see that,
again.
dude?
Yeah.
Tucker had a guy on for like 45 minutes that was just like, yeah, and then I deep throat
Yeah,
Obama.
yeah. I mean, that guy was clearly on heroin the entire interview.
He had double wrist brace on.
yeah. He's our teacher brace.
If you're not roller skating or bowling, there's no reason to ever wear more than one wrist brace.
yeah, he's like an Indian Sikh. He's got the metal wrist guards on each hand. It was terrifying looking, dude. Looks like he's driving an Uber.
Should be.
He probably was. That's probably how he got there.
No, he took one there. He's classy. He's blowing presidents.
All that being said, I do think that guy's out of his mind. What am I holding it? This is my first time. This. Hold this? Oh, Jay's giving me shit, dude.
You're
Dude, let
holding
me be
just
an
by the
artist
cable.
and let me do my thing.
Yeah, so anyway.
Don't ever interrupt me when I'm in
Let's
my...
start getting into cool ways to hold mics.
Don't interrupt me when I'm in my flow about the foxhole.
This
dude.
one's for the ladies. This is the scissoring. attempt.
Who are we talking to? With
Like a cigar?
Mic? This is how Jay holds the mic when he talks, and he chimes in. He's like,
Oh, true. I'm gonna start holding it like a cigar. I walked by or ran by.
he holds the mic like the bad guy or the bad girl in 100 Dalmatians. You ever see where she has a long little cigarette?
Oh yeah, Cruella DeVille.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam Carolla DeVille.
Adam Cruella DeVille.
Yeah.
She loved those puppies.
Sorry, I interrupted
So what's
you.
up? This is a state of the union, a state of the dude union. There's something there.
Yeah.
What have you been up to? We haven't just discussed life betwixt us.
I just
in a
been
while.
I've just like not even exaggerating, because you want to know like what I've been up to, I guess.
Yeah, but don't do like something cute where you're like just fucking crushing it and flipping it up and slapping it down. Like
I'm not
really been. I
No,
wanna
I'm
know
being for real.
What's life like?
Can I tell you? Are you gonna let me tell you?
You gonna take this serious?
100%.
All right.
Okay. Lately, and this is something I've noticed, and I've had like a couple people close to me bring it up. They're like, "Dude, you just been getting it done."
No, I hate you. I fucking hate you so much.
You gotta admit,
You
though,
keep
I've
talking. I'm gonna play with Legos. While
Yeah,
you
true.
talk.
Nobody has a child at this house. Yeah, we have some. Oh my god.
Listen. You keep talking to me. I'm getting deep into a Lego sesh right now. There's camels. There's Legos. But what have you been up to? Like, what is life bringing you?
I've just been getting a lot of stand up. I know you don't really do that anymore, but I've just been. How come we have the best podcast ever? I forgot about
You've
that.
been coming at me for not doing stand up lately, and I've been doing stand up. Damn it!
Yeah, dude, I hear it like twice quarterly. You get it done.
You just hating on me.
I
I'm
love.
traveling. I'm an international businessman.
You are busy.
I
You
am
are
busy.
busy. You are always traveling. I will give you that.
I was just up in Boston. I was just in Gillette Stadium, where the Patriots play.
Yes.
I got to. So there's they built this lighthouse. Basically, I think they just built it for Tom Brady to go stand at the top of.
Yeah.
Because the first game against the Eagles, which we all know how that went.
Yep. Close loss. Close win. I should
Tom
say.
Brady, it was his first time back in Foxborough, and they brought him up to the top of this lighthouse that overlooks the stadium.
Yeah.
And he rang this bell, this little fake ass Liberty bell. I was like, "Ooh, I love you guys too." So I was walking by it, and my colleague was like, "Oh shit, this is the doors to that lighthouse." And I was like, "I wonder if they're open." They were. And he's like, "Well, there's no way the elevator works. They would shut that off right now."
Yeah.
So we just walked up, and I was like, "Boop." Fully works. He's like,
Wow.
"Well, there's no way we can go to the top." I was like, "Well, let's just hit top floor." We go up, and it just opens up to literally overlooking Gillette Stadium, this beautiful setup. We get out there, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is that bell that Tom Brady rang at the game the other day."
Really?
And I was like, it'd be a shame if someone were to ring this right now.
Yeah.
Fake ass Liberty Bell. Didn't even have a crack in it.
Not
I
a
was
single
little
crack?
offended. Not one crack in there.
That's crazy. You snuck up there. Nobody
Snuck
said
up
anything.
there.
There was no like alarms.
I'm the new GOAT. I think since I rang the bell, I'm the new GOAT.
You are looking more and more like Tom Brady.
I am. You're right. And I've been kissing my son that I don't have on the mouth. So,
You kiss me every time I get done one of these.
well, yeah.
you go, dude, that was a great episode.
Tradition. We're not in the dungeon for no reason.
I know you're
But
gonna.
yeah,
take
so I
it.
went to the top of some dumb lighthouse. I don't know.
Don't
man.
call it dumb. It sounds like a nice lighthouse, especially.
No, there's not even a light on it. You can't call it a lighthouse. There's no light. It's a big tower with no top.
Yeah, most.
It looks like they built most of it, and then they were like, "Fuck, we forgot about the part that makes it a lighthouse."
Yeah, true. I guess lighthouses aren't that cool.
yeah.
My parents' house has like 14 lights. what is all the hype?
Dude, my parents' house has so many lights.
They're
on
like,
it.
oh, this is a lighthouse.
Did
It's
your
like
parents have
tons of
candles in the
lights.
windows, fake candles?
Yes.
Yes. Why
course.
did that generation love that?
Yeah, but just for holidays though. That's how shitty we were. We weren't even like a year-round candle in there. We were just for like.
I think
Christmas
ours
time.
started with holidays, and my parents just never took them down.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom would just convince herself like these are like the April lights.
Oh,
But they were
April
also the
Lights.
Christmas lights.
April Lights is also a porno name.
April Lights has one of the fattest asses I've ever seen in my entire
April
life.
Lights sounds like a cigarette that white girl smoked in high school.
April Lights, bring me
I
flowers.
stole a pack of April Lights from my aunt. You want to meet after school in the woods?
April Lights. That's just so sick. I was talking about the other day. I guess I talked about it last episode. I can't rehash it, but I just can't get over the fact that my mom quit cigarettes for 20 years and then just begun them again.
What do you think made her start up again? You?
My dad had a heart attack.
Oh, she started after your dad had a heart attack? Oh, so she's on the fuck it. There's no.
No, she actually started right before, and then that put her into fucking hyperdrive.
You think that caused your dad's heart attack?
Maybe so.
Was
My
your
dad
mom
cared
smoking
so much.
the stress that it was putting on your dad's heart and
Yeah.
her lungs?
Yeah, he got
Damn,
secondhand.
he loved
broke.
her so much.
Well, that's still up for debate. Anytime I have a phone call with my mom, she's like, "This is how your dad acts." I'm like, "All right, cool."
No, they've been together long enough where you don't have to love each other anymore.
Yeah, but that's just hard to. Why? It's upsetting. I wish they would.
It's fun. It's fun as you age and you start to realize you're like, oh fuck, my parents are just people.
Yeah, true. I wonder. I mean, you're gonna.
Well,
have
they
to
are
look at
peoples. Huh?
People
Sorry.
are people. You're going to have to look at Trish and be like, I'll never love you in like a couple of years.
I don't know. I think
You guys love each other a lot.
a whole lot, and we love.
Yeah.
I think that because like our parents' generation, they were close enough in age, like your parents, my parents, that it's like I think that they didn't show so much affection to each other that it's like our generation goes over the top. Like spends more time together. I mean, aside from being locked together for 3 years because of something that happened allegedly out of a bat.
Coveroni and cheese you're talking
That's
about?
the one.
Yeah.
Which it's coming out now that they were like, yeah, an official went to the Wuhan lab a year before the outbreak and was like, yo, we're all fucked.
Yeah. They confirmed it was from a lab leak.
Yeah.
I thought
Sorry.
that was...
But yeah, I think our generation wants to spend more time with each other.
Yeah, but do they want to do it because of like they have the entire social media they need to impress at the same time? Like not only are you impressing your significant other, you're like, well, I also have to show my like 15, 16
Yeah, show your love
followers.
off. It's fun showing your love off.
I don't like it at all.
No,
But, my girlfriend wishes I would
you
do it
did
way
a
more.
photo shoot where you guys are cute
Yeah,
basketball
dude.
players.
Look,
Tell me you
I
don't
was
love
asked.
it at all.
I was asked to
Tell
do
me you
it.
don't love it at all.
You guys would do it in a heartbeat.
I would.
Jay would. I can tell you that.
I actually would. We were discussing it
Jay would
before you
lose.
got here. Jay's wife was like, "What the fuck was that all about?" We're like, "Isn't Matt a pussy?" She was like, "He is."
Big D was giving me crap
Yeah,
like that?
she was like, "I cross him up."
She probably got jealous, dude. So I wish I could hoop.
He said
with
Jay
my,
would never hoop it up with me.
I wish I could hoop with my Italian
It's the two of you
husband.
guys in hockey gear, putting on the gloves, babe.
Look, I can refer you guys to the photographer because I know you want to do it, dude. She was.
I hope you
terrified.
guys do a seasonal shoot.
dude.
We were supposed to do.
We're in the off season.
We were supposed to do a family photo shoot last weekend, but it was like really nasty out. So we still have a family photo shoot on deck. If you guys could just come and play basketball in the background of the pictures, so it looks like they were shot on the same day.
No, I actually have I think I'm going to start doing photo shoots with Gab, and I'm going to use your daughter in all the photo shoots and just not address it. It's just my buddy's kid.
We don't know until the pictures come out.
All the pictures just us screaming.
Where was she that day?
She was hooping with the boys, with the dogs.
I don't know. I think she could hoop it up.
The funniest part was like we got there and it was just a girl that Gab found like on the internet who was like a pseudo photographer. Very sweet girl, finding out after the fact. But beforehand, it was just like a girl that she Venmo'd $70. And then this girl was just like a barely freelance photographer. So you could see when we pulled in, we were kind of like looking from her car. And then we also saw her and her boyfriend circling the parking lot. And it was just like us wondering like if the other person would rape the other person.
Yeah, she brought her boyfriend because she was like, I
Yeah.
might be getting abducted.
Rightfully so. I would have done the same thing.
There's
My
a good
girlfriend's-
chance I'm going to get abducted.
Yeah. It was like
they
a
told me to
park-
meet him at a basketball court.
Yeah. They're going to take basketball photos.
Yeah.
I'm not falling for that one.
And then the boyfriend was probably like, well, they're probably Division I athletes and they want to share their love of basketball. And she was like, no, one's a bartender and the other one's a comic or something. I don't know.
People keep thinking I'm a good athlete. Looking at me.
No, I
It's
got to
happened, like,
witness
2 or 3 times.
I got to witness firsthand how terrible of an athlete you are when we played pickleball last
That's
week.
first of all not a real sport. Second of all, I was genuinely, I'm not even trying to be funny, way better than you were.
No, the footage comes out this week. I don't know, Jay, you were there. Who looked more athletic playing pickleball? All right,
He's
we're gonna watch.
abstaining. You can't let him abstain. He needs a vote.
We're gonna watch the footage this week. Watching your serves,
Yes.
but who looked more athletic?
I mean, you were both in sweatsuits.
Yeah, but they were my sweatsuits. They were my tracksuits, to be fair. So
Oh, I still have to give you that back.
Because of the sunglasses.
I had sunglasses on too and a headband.
I was also just more dexterous and powerful. Every
You
time I hit
served
the
every
ball.
serve like this.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Because I'm trying to trick the competition.
The best was by the end of it. I was like, Matt, you know you can serve them underhand and not look like an idiot. You're like, oh, fuck.
I know. I had no idea. I didn't think it looked that.
Well, we're going to see. The footage comes out this week. Tune in, listener. Crossing Broad, we went and played pickleball with former guest Kyle Pagan.
Yeah, Kiki
Pagan.
Piggy. He goes by Kiki now.
Kiki
Pagan.
Piggies. Kiki Piggies.
Kiki Blinders.
We met up with him. He had a what we thought was a ringer the entire time. He had this 22-year-old cute little twink.
Just
from
a
Temple.
supple boy, dude.
Just a supple boy, just wearing the shortest of shorts. And
Yeah.
the entire time, I fully thought he was just playing a joke on us, and he was going to be like, "This is actually." Blah, blah, blah. He's a world-renowned pickleball player.
Yeah.
And this kid couldn't have sucked any more at pickleball.
Yeah, he was not that
He was
good.
also very terrible.
Yeah.
Everyone sucked. Let's put it at that.
Kyle was okay. He was just big.
He just knew the rules.
Yeah, that helps quite
He
a
also
bit.
just kept yelling out random numbers that were apparently the score.
Yeah. Well,
You
I
and
think
I
it was
just-
like picking his partner was less about the talent and more about like distracting us with a sexy boy.
True, which he did.
I mean,
he did.
What
You
was
put
his
it-
name? Gustavo?
Yeah, Gustavo Rodriguez or something like that. You put a Spaniard in some short shorts. You put him out in front of us. We're gonna look.
I will tell you, one of the funnier things about being a younger man is like
You're not young. You're so not young.
Wrong. I am one of the youngest boys, but like hitting somebody with like a fake gay sense of humor and they're not receiving it well is one of the funniest things you can
Yes.
do. When you're making like gay, like yeah, I might fuck you, dude, and they're like, oh no, don't. It's the funniest thing.
Yeah, he
Somebody
didn't pick
doesn't
up
know
on
you well.
the sarcasm of it at all. I don't think.
At one point he
He
turned
felt
around.
actually in danger.
At one point he turned around. I was like, look at that supple ass. And he was like, dude,
Thanks, but like, come on, time and a place.
I would think it's a
It
compliment.
was also hilarious. So we played at what was it called, City Pickle, right? Which is next to City Hall. And we said it in the beginning of it. It's hilarious to know that like inside there's somebody getting sentenced to 25 to life.
Yeah.
And outside we were just like, guys, it's Friday morning. Ready to pickle?
Yeah, I mean, there's apparently they have them at like big city landmarks throughout the country. They just like set up pickleball things.
Yeah. It's a
9/11
taste
Memorial?
sensation that we have one at Ground Zero. They call it Ground Love.
Like they were like, dude, you have to serve from that side. I'm like, I forgot. And they'd be like, never forget about that. The rule. You smack both, and two people pay. It's like two little twin towers.
True.
They liked us over there. I think they thought we were fun and cool.
Yeah. It was funny to watch
I don't think they liked us at all.
people passing by and
Some dude
trying to
just
figure
walked
out
on
what's
the court.
going on. Yeah. Walked on the court. You and I fully thought he was there to just rob Kyle.
I mean, I think he was like, "Can I use your phone?" And he was like, "No."
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's bold. It's a bold move.
It is scary.
I don't know. It was fun.
Kind of like follow him on socials or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
He's the guy's a full-on influencer.
Well, they always say if you want to promote yourself, you should walk onto the middle of somebody doing something and try to grab their phone from them.
That's what I think that's exactly how Chris Rock got his start.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna rob anybody, you're definitely like scouting a pickleball court at 9:45 in the morning.
True.
You're
You
like,
want to
yeah, I
rob
could take
somebody
whatever I
where
want.
there's two cameramen capturing the
Yeah,
entire
true.
thing.
True. But if
It
you're
would have been good for you. Know, somewhere in Kyle's head, he was like, "Nah, if I did get robbed here, the views would go through the roof."
true,
The roof.
I would get robbed on camera to make a little bit more money. If I was like doing a set and I thought I'd get a viral clip,
That's a thing you just put out onto the internet. That's a
no,
challenge.
seriously, if you're watching
Hey, internet, your turn. Ball's in your court.
If you're watching this and you see me doing stand up, maybe you're like listen to the podcast, you follow me on Instagram, rob me on set and like bring a gun, bring a knife, put it to my belly, whatever. Rob me, hurt me.
Spit on me, choke me. Now you're just getting sadistic with it. If you have a ball gag, put it on me. Make me wear a dress. I don't know.
Make me wear it. Tell me I'm a fat little girl. Whatever, dude. I'm not, dude. I'm not a fat little girl. I'm a big, strong
People
boy.
have been saying, "Is Matt a fat little girl?" And I used to always tell them, "I don't know," but lately I've been like, "I don't know."
Oh, dude, speaking of fat little girls, I ran into Andrew Boss last night.
I ran to Andrew Boss in the airport the other day.
He may not have a house.
I know, he's just no, he does. I dropped something off to him. I think that he left at High Note, and he has a house that he's fully living through the middle of a reno.
Yes.
So it's just like no drywall on the walls. He's raising a kid there every once in a while. But I saw him in the airport coming back from he just went solo to a music festival in Chicago, and I was leaving to fly out for work. He was landing.
Really?
He's coming back to town.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a man about
Guys,
town.
He's moving and shaking.
He really is. I mean, I catch him at different places all the time. Sometimes he'll call me and be like, I saw you. You didn't even see me.
He's active in the streets.
I'll be walking down. I get my little grande French vanilla sweet cream cold brew from Starbucks. And he says, I saw you walking
You guys are
around out
neighbors.
there."
You guys live right down the street from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
225 Haddon Avenue, building 2000.
You give him the combo to his front door.
We don't ever lock it. So
Your
stab
front
me.
door.
Shoot me.
Shoot me, rob me, murder me. Did you just give out your real address?
Yeah. Who gives a fuck, dude? I don't care anymore.
I want you to timestamp that, and I don't want you to cut it out. I want you to elevate the levels.
That'll be a reel we'll put together for no, dude. It's Chris Wood episode's doing well. I shouldn't. That's not something to talk about.
This is the part where we
on
just
podcast.
discussed.
No.
Let's discuss the strategy for the podcast.
No, I just went to an I watched an engagement happen yesterday.
You did.
Yeah, I'm getting to the age where people are getting engaged.
Oh, I just hit the end age of I think my last close friend
The
got
wedding-
married. Yeah.
yeah. I'm approaching my wedding era.
It's fun.
That's actually a good way to measure because we're 10 years apart, and that instead of saying 10 years, it's like the wedding.
I'm leaving it and
engagement
you're
to wedding.
entering it.
Yes,
It is a good time. It's financially draining. I lucked out in that they were spaced out and I was only in 2 weddings as like a groomsman. The most recent one I was in, they just decided not to do like a bridal party.
Yeah.
And it was kind of the best setup. It was fun. Like nobody had that burden of like, oh, I got to spend a fucking $1,000 to go to this thing.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this, and I don't know if I ran this bit by you. I'll eventually do it on stage, but like, I think you should be
Next
allowed
month.
to determine the amount that you give at the end of the wedding. I don't think you should have to seal that check in an envelope with a card before the wedding because you're putting a gamble on how fun that night's going to be.
I 100% agree. I thought
Right?
that was a great plan. I thought it made complete sense.
I underpaid my friend on the most recent wedding. So that's like sometimes the bride and groom come out on top.
Yeah.
They throw a shit wedding, but you give a bunch of money. In this case, I lowballed the amount. I gave a good amount, but it exceeded the amount that we gave.
Yeah, but you should have to
Actually-
give him.
Well, no, and in all together, all around night, it exceeded it.
Yeah.
But if I want to nitpick, we can nitpick.
You should be like a prick dad, like tipping at a restaurant where he takes the money away in front of the waitress to be
Yeah,
like,
I'm
that
going
was
to
wrong.
sit this 20. I know what our bill's going to be. I'm going to sit this 20% out on the
Yeah.
table. And every time you don't bring me a new Diet Coke with
Yeah.
fresh ice, I'm going to slide a little bit of it away.
Now, at the end of the night, when everybody's hammered, you go up to the bride and the groom and you give them 250s and you take 150 away and you go, I can get chicken parm anywhere. And then spit on them.
Thank God I don't drink anymore. It's just me over at the card box opening them up, and I'm like, I'm taking a little bit back.
If you go around, you like take photos in the photo booth by yourself. Like you're just testing out every aspect they have.
Somebody pulled tits out in the photo booth, apparently, at the wedding I was just at.
Really?
A girl we grew up with. Actually, I probably shouldn't even, this is doxing everything, but cousin of the groom apparently pulled her knockers out.
Really?
In the booth. That word got around the wedding like real quick, and you saw a bunch of dudes that grew up with us were like, I mean, everyone always kind of wanted to see him.
Yeah. That's kind of funny. Like when you do the group pictures, the photographer's like, do something silly. And she's like, fuck, my big
My mom tits. So wait, you saw an engagement?
Yeah, I saw an engagement.
Tits at the engagement?
That would be great. If women could squirt milk out of their tits at all times, they'd be way funnier than they are.
They can. They're lying.
Yeah, if they can queef, they could do that. If women could queef and squirt milk out of their titties, they'd be so much funnier, dude. If you met a woman who was literally like beep beep honk honk, and it was squirt squirt.
She gets you with a milk lemonade around the corner fudge is made in real life.
Yeah, but a liberal guy's like, is this almond milk? Is this oat milk? Nah, it's double D milk, dude. Suckle. I did see an engagement though.
All right, we'll set the scenario.
It was nice.
You're like, it was real good. It was at a Phillies game. It was on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, it was good. Like the fuck. Now I got to make it funny. No, but it was really nice. It was like, there was the anxiety of it was on
Were
everybody.
you a part of it?
I watched.
But like you knew this was happening before it happened.
Well, the funniest part was when she walked in because it was a surprise. It was at the girl's aunt's house.
That's where you always want to propose to the love of your life.
Shut up.
Yo, Aunt Donna, you free on a Sunday afternoon in October?
It was very nice. It was truly very, very nice.
Yeah, hon, did you want to use my above ground pool?
This is below ground. And
I got an
swam it.
idea. I'm going to meet her on the end of the diving board. I'm going to tell her, babe, will you take a plunge with me? And if she says no, I'm going to push the bitch into the pool.
Yeah, you should propose at the polar bear plunge every year.
Oh, yeah. We can get back to Polar Bear Plunge. We can talk about that. Sorry,
Yes.
engagement. You witnessed the nuptials.
But it was kind of funny. That was me. So like it was my girlfriend's friend getting engaged, and then so like you hang out with the boyfriends. They're a big group of girls that all have friends. Well, they're small girls, but they're a big group of them. They're not big girls. They're smaller girls.
Fattest group of girls you've ever seen.
No, they're all actually unbelievably thin.
just
It's really
huge.
either way.
Big broads. Hefty.
No, small, tiny,
Hefty.
Tiny.
Hefty.
tiny, tiny girls. And it was kind of
never say tiny girls in that
the
voice.
girl, tiny, small girls that you can get a hold of just about as quick as possible. And when you get them, but so they walked in, dude. They walked in, and like I got a pretty annoying looking face. And then the other boyfriend that was standing next to me has a very nice, regular looking face. Regardless, anyway,
Go through all the boyfriends' faces one by one, real quick.
pretty good, honestly. It's a decent looking group of guys.
Go through who? All right, rank them. Ugliest guy's face. What's the weirdest thing on this face?
Probably,
knowing that they're probably going to see this.
probably mine.
Yeah?
they're
You
all like
Dudley's, dude?
They're all like tan, dark-haired, good-looking
man.
guys, and then I'm like, "What's up, everyone?" And they're like, "Ew, dude." what the-
yes?
I mean, you think she, well, beautiful engagement. They're like, "Oh my god, he's talking."
Matt deaf?
Can you squirt milk out of your boobs?
But you
No,
queef,
I can
right?
queef.
They get one or the other.
The people who can do both are Avatar from the Avatar: The Last
Like the
Airbender.
sorting hat.
They can bend all
Queef.
elements.
Milk.
They can bend all elements. Fire's just eating Taki chips. And so anyway, she walked in and she was surprised. She didn't know what was happening. And the first two people she made eye contact with was me and the other boyfriend. So she walks into her aunt's house and just sees us. And we were like, hey. And she's like, what the fuck is
Get
this?
the fuck out of my Aunt Diane's house.
Yeah. And then, but it went well. Like she said, yeah. She was like, hell yeah. And
Oh,
then
she hit him with a yup.
yeah, she was like,
Why not?
yeah, swallow you up. But it was nice. It was kind of cool witnessing that happen for the first time.
Yeah.
And then it was just, I guess it's just like one of those things where it's like immediately after, it's like, yeah, now what? Like something incredible, life changing just happened.
That's it.
like you just kind of walk away. and it's-
I proposed and then we walked and got tacos. That was what happened. It was like magical moment. Are you hungry? I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a taco place I walked past
Right.
on the way in here. Like it really is like all the planning, and then you're like, fuck, I should have got reservations somewhere cool or something.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then we went to Chicken and the Egg in Marlton, and dude, when you go to a bar and you're not expecting a band, and you just want to sit and talk, there's nothing worse. Especially when you're with a
Full
group of people
band?
you don't. Yeah, full loud
Oh.
live band.
Sunday afternoon.
This was Saturday night at this point.
Okay.
And it's just you're just screaming, and it's like some of her friends that I don't know as well. So I'm like, so you finished nursing school next semester? Is that okay? Yeah. Then they ask you about stand up, and you're like, it's embarrassing that I do it. It's really bad.
I'm thinking about killing
I think I
myself.
might kill. I'm 27, and I'm already at the downfall of my life. But
You know, Cobain had already tried a couple times by this age.
and he was talented. I just got to do this freelance. You want a Miller Lite? You said
No, not $1.
No.
Haven't made anything.
Sometimes nothing. Sometimes just I don't even make gas money.
You know how you're drinking beers right now? Sometimes I get those for free.
A lot of the people who book it, I fucking hate them. I have to pretend I like them.
Which, that's a new thing I'm realizing. The 2 drink tickets for getting to do a show suck when you don't drink.
Yeah. Wait, what do you get?
I just hand them back to them. I said, no thanks.
Can I have fries?
And then I get up there and I'm like, can I get a soda? And they're like, yeah, that'll be $6. I'm like, fuck, I need that ticket back.
You should just be the comic who orders drinks and then pours it out in front of the bartender to be like, I don't need this to have fun. And they're like, you think you're doing something nice, but they're like, this guy's a fucking douche.
I just do it on stage.
Yeah.
You all
So-
would want this, wouldn't you?
I can imagine some of you might suck it off of the floor. You want this stuff so bad. That'd be
Being
me.
alcoholics.
Yeah.
That was fun going to a wedding, not drinking. That was interesting.
That can't be fun.
I drank too many club sodas. My tummy hurt.
Started seeing double.
It's the end of the night. Everyone's like, how you feel? Like, they're all fucked up. And I was like, oh my God, my tummy hurts. Small carbonation.
I have to pee a lot,
Yeah.
not stop.
It was a good time. I had other substances in my body.
Like
We were
what?
having a good time.
What else do you have?
Edibles. Delicious, delicious. Edible arrangements. Chocolate covered strawberries, pineapples, the whole kit and caboodle.
Really? You had the kid and the caboodle?
Ate the kitten and the caboodle.
We should rename the
Caboodle's
podcast.
definitely a name for a butt, right?
We should have just called this Kit and Caboodle.
Kitten caboodle. It's just us with cute kittens every week.
We
This
kill-
one's name's Mittens.
And we have to kill them on camera. If we
Get to, that's what this background's perfect for killing cats. This is a we might kill cats background.
we have your cat hostage.
It's funny because this setup, I had this in an apartment in Harrisburg. It was the best apartment I've ever had. This setup is either you're doing really good in life or
Yeah.
you're doing really bad in life.
Yeah.
If you have the real wall like this, you're doing bad.
Yeah.
If you have it where they repurpose something, you're doing very good.
Yes. If a single white guy lives and this is part of his apartment, he's got a problem. If 2 gay guys live here, this is character.
Oh yeah, it's got real pizzazz.
It has
Feng
bones.
shui.
It's got good bones.
Yeah. Terrible for insulation if you have an apartment that looks like this. So I
You
learned
used to
that.
get chilly?
Oh, so chilly. But then it would be cool because like if you wanted to cool off, you'd just put your feet on the wall. You're laying on the couch, touch your feet on the wall.
You
Cool
put your
off a
feet
little
on
bit.
brick? You have brick feet?
No, you think I'm not? You think your feet haven't touched brick in a
You
while?
never- did you put-
When's the last time your feet touched brick?
3 days ago, idiot. I'm Spider-Man. I was scaling a wall quickly in a tight suit.
that's how we
By the
end
way, why
this.
did Spider-Man make it that tight?
True. He could have made it a very like reasonable fit sweatpant.
Yeah. You know, he made it by himself. He started to get a little bit jacked. That's,
yeah.
That's like dudes making stringers at the gym. They get a little bit jacked and they're like, I'm showing skin.
True.
If he had like any influence,
Oh,
they'd be
stringers like the meathead tank top. Yeah.
yeah.
Dad, did you ever make one of those?
I have so
How
many.
close? Do you really?
Tons.
How close have you been? No, you've really made those? You
Swear to
work
God.
out in stringer.
Not
like,
now.
To the
Back
point
in my
down to,
back in my heyday. Nowadays, it's a little bit just. I'll show the
and they were
shoulders.
cut so low, right? Where
Oh,
they just
dude.
they were connected where like the hem met at
Yeah.
the bottom. No,
One time I was
I
walking
don't
in.
like that. We actually, you know what? We should lean into that. You should be that guy again.
No.
I came downstairs in a sleeveless shirt today, and I think my wife wanted to divorce me.
Yeah, you have smoker's arms.
No, I got cross country arms. I got cross country runner arms. It sucks.
They're just like not. Yeah, no.
No, it is. It's true. It's like
You
Iggy,
agree? You don't know what it is, but you kind of agree,
It's like
right?
Iggy Pop. You know, Iggy Pop like looks jacked, but he also looks frail.
Yeah.
I don't have any biceps, but like my triceps are out of this world.
It's like skinny guy bat woman wings, like that moms have, where the bottom
Yeah.
of their arm kind of like flabs.
Oh, it's ant arm.
Ant arms.
Ant
Yes,
arms. Yeah.
Ant
Aunt
arms, the
arms,
sequel
that's
to Ant
auntie
Man.
arms.
Ant arm into the multiplex or whatever it's called.
It's a supervillain, Auntie Arms.
Paul Rudd's
She
playing
flies
Ant
through the
Arms.
air with her fucking big flappy arms to her night nurse job.
All of my aunts just get drunk and talk about their husbands dying.
Dude, I hit a great. So it's Irish weekend right now. Just ended
Yeah.
down in Wildwood.
That never even started.
Yeah, true. No, dude, they partied right through it. So my mom is a like seasoned vet with Irish weekend. She loves it. Lives
She
for
seen
it.
anybody or no?
What's that? I don't know. We always talk about that. She should date somebody. No, she's just been hanging with her gal pals.
Obviously, this would never happen real quick, but like if Gab broke up with me, as well she should, and then I got on like Hinge or whatever, and like I ran into like Mrs. Montag, and you think we go on like a date?
No.
No?
She doesn't date fuckboys.
What about like young guys with like a lot of potential?
I think she would go gay.
I could do that. I'm wearing Birkenstocks.
Yo, hon, you gonna go gay? Dude, nothing like a South Jersey mom going gay in her 60s. Just like, yeah, we spent a good run, but I'm gonna try puss for a little
I
bit.
don't
hon.
think that's unheard of. I think that may happen more
I
often
think
than
that
you
happens
expect.
everywhere around the country.
Big body mommies go.
They get
Bez.
sick. Yeah, they're like, I've just been dealing with the same fucking dude forever.
True.
I'm gonna try a little sniz.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. A lesbian in their 60s, what are they up to?
Probably the coolest stuff ever. They go on a bunch of trips.
Like where?
Lesbians love trips, dude.
They do. They are abroad. They're always
They
abroad.
don't travel far.
Yeah.
They love like a local trip.
Oh, you think
they all love going to Delaware beaches.
New Hope.
New Hope.
New Hope.
Wow,
Yeah, they
my
go for
parents
a
are going to
weekend
New
in New
Hope
Hope.
next weekend.
True.
My lesbian ass parents are
See,
going.
both of your parents are just going to go put their toe in the water on being gay.
And they're going. They're actually going, and primarily they're going to go antiquing.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
your parents are so gay.
They're staying in New Hope.
Damn, I
Yeah,
can't wait
it's
till
real.
I
Yeah,
can't wait
dude.
till they sit you and your sister down and be like, "Listen, mommy and daddy still love each other very much.
Yeah.
but we both just love the same sex a lot more."
Yes, that'd be fine. Even if they just like pretended they were both women.
It would be fun hooking your parents up with somebody if they just went gay in their 50s and their
Yeah.
60s.
True. I would like to hook my dad up with like a hot gay black guy.
Oh, like tall?
Short.
I don't know why I went height.
Really, really. Like a long one? Perhaps a longer, older gay one?
Whoever you like aren't all old black guys. Tall.
No, dude, I want like a Muggsy Bogues for my dad. Like a 37-year-old Muggsy Bogues who always wears like tight polos and he goes to Adelphia's nightclub.
Muggsy Bogues did have a gay mustache.
They all did back in the day.
True.
Michael Jordan had one earring in.
Michael Jordan had a Hitler mustache for a minute too.
Yeah, that was a little wild.
He had that moment where he was like, if there's anybody that could bring this back,
Yeah.
it's me. It's up to me or Gretzky. And Gretzky had like a pale blonde mustache. And he's like, I can't do it. And he's like, it's on you, MJ.
Oh, dude, speaking of H Money, I watched this movie called Conspiracy, which was literally a dialogue heavy.
For the Hitler is H money.
You mean H Sizzle?
You didn't know he had a belly rocker tattoo that said H money?
I won't say his name. He who shall not be named. He's Voldemort.
True.
But I watched this movie called Conspiracy, and it was about how they planned out. It was fucked up, but they just planned out how they were going to go about the Holocaust, and everybody in there is just like a German general at the time, so they're all horrific, evil people. But like it's a movie, so you do have to kind of angle a protagonist. You know what I mean? Like there has to be
Right.
some central figure. So watching a movie where like the main good guy was like, you can't kill him, you got to castrate him. That was like the main guy.
He was the
one who's like, nah, we can't do it, dude. That'll like canonize them. It'll make them
was
like
the
saints.
Rudy of the
yes,
movie.
he was like the good guy. So I was like, he's a good man. But then I'm thinking about everything that's happening. I'm like, oh my god, he's awful. He's evil too.
Do you think like at one point like they were like, we got to get this guy out of here, and then all the other generals came in and they laid their Nazi uniforms on Hitler's desk?
Yeah.
And they were like, he can take my spot, coach. He can take my spot,
You
coach.
think they-
It's just a full Rudy.
They hung their uniforms up in the rafters.
I mean, in Rudy, they were all white.
Yeah.
That's also why it's not a believable college football movie. I guess back then Notre Dame probably was all white. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you off of Hitler talk. Sorry.
No, but yeah, sorry, getting off my passion. But no, I'm kidding. Obviously joking around. But yeah, it was nuts, dude. Like, it was very deeply upsetting.
Thank God those guys lost, right?
Yeah, well, that was cool. At the very end, they did a nice thing where they showed each guy, because there was all a real person. They showed how each person died, and it was like the ones who died were like kind of like the G's. Not they were G's. That's a weird. But like they were like.
Just watching you backpedal on a
Yeah,
glorified
that sounds
Nazis.
awful. No, that sounded awful. But like the ones
They
who
weren't all bad.
the ones who died were like the guys who were like, no, I think what we did was right. But then you saw so many were like, when they got arrested, were saying, oh, I hated what we did. We thought it was wrong the whole time. And it's like, you lying pussy.
True.
You know, they were all just trying to get out of stuff.
Bad guys.
I would kick each and every one of their asses with both my legs.
They're all in Argentina.
Yeah.
None of them died. They all lived their lives out in Argentina.
Yeah.
That whole theory. You ever hear that one?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Lionel Messi looks kind of white.
That's why most Argentinians look white.
You didn't hear it from us.
Yeah. I grew up with a family that was from Argentina, and I was like, but you look exactly like me. How's that possible?
Like, what are you
Huh.
talking?
And they were like, no.
Yeah. And they're like,
9. I mean, no.
They say, yeah, they say C and 9.
It's funny. Your Spanish sounds a little German.
Bang.
Anyway. Proposal at Aunt's house, you say.
It was nice, dude. Then we went to Chicken
That's your
and the
first
Easel.
proposal you've seen?
I'm trying to think of any other. No, I caught one.
Did you clap when she said yes? What do you do? When you're
That was the
spectating a
whole thing. Is
proposal?
I didn't know what to do. Like after they hug and they kiss, it's just you watching people have like a really nice moment.
You also have to really, really know that she's going to say yes.
Oh well, this was kind of something. I went to go say all, but then I retracted the all, and so I haven't talked to Gab about this.
And it
either.
came out as ew.
I swear to God, I went to say all, but then I was like, that's weird. Don't say that. So I just went. And like I was standing next to like two of her relatives, and they just like looked at me like, "Did he just come?"
Did you just come?
It was a pet. I love
Did you
this.
just subtly come?
Oh, good. No, I big time.
God, I fucking love.
I big time shot. Mm. Yeah, it was nuts, dude, but it was really nice. Shout out to
It's
them.
bold.
How did you propose?
I was a surprise proposal, end of a pier, which was bold. Because if I dropped the ring between the slots, I would have just gone off the end of the pier. Been like, this is it.
Yeah.
I lost all my money. So my wife was already out in California, and I flew out and surprised her. But it was like,
Oh, yeah,
she
yeah.
went out there to visit. Her sister had just had her second kid. And like when you, like a very, very newborn kid, like if you ever go see somebody, oh, so-and-so just had a kid, we're going to go over and see him. Like you're
Yeah.
there for an hour. But it's like to go and hang out for like 5 days with a newborn in a house
Right.
is the most uneventful thing. So she went out there for a couple days and hung out. It was just her on her phone, bored out of her mind.
Yeah.
Texting me like this. I mean, it's great. I'm getting to see my nephew, but it's like there's not much to do. He's sleeping. My sister just pushed a human out of her. We're not out partying. And in my head, I'm like, it's about to get the most exciting it's ever going to get
Yeah.
for you. Not for me. I'm a dude,
Right.
But
Okay.
flew out there, stood at the end of a pier. Didn't know it got cold in January at the end of piers in the Pacific Ocean. So I shivered a whole bunch out of nerves.
You shivered your
and
timbers, your own
My
timbers?
timbers were fully
God
shivered.
damn it.
And her family, so her sister was like, we're going to get up and go for a walk at this pier. It's really nice. And at that point, she was over the trip. She's like, yeah, I think I'm just going to hang out. And
Yeah.
her sister's like, you have to go. And also she's trying to get her to put something on, hey, maybe get a shower, wash your hair a little bit. She's like, why? I mean, we're going to walk down a pier.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, you should probably look your best anytime you leave the house. It might be the most important day of your life.
Right.
Yeah. So by the time she got to me, she was excited, but she was just very ready to be like, let's get off this fucking pier.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. It was
It
fun.
is, yeah, but that's with the sisters and good friends will have to subtly sound like they're insulting them so that they look their best for the proposal.
Right,
So like
they gotta
her
hit 'em
friends were
with-
like, "Oh my God, you're not going to get your nails done today? Why not? You should have them done for this weekend. What are you, ugly and dumb?
What are you not trying in life anymore?
Oh my God, that you can't wear that dress on Saturday
Dave's
at 4.
gonna leave you.
Dave is gonna leave you if you wear that dress not Saturday at 4.
Wear that exact one you wore 3 weeks ago that you
Yeah.
looked very good in
Oh,
the test
you-
run pictures. I mean, what?
You can't get your period right now. Put it back in. Don't get it now.
Just say no.
Why don't they ever put it back in?
True, they can just look at their vagina and scream no. That's how they do it. It's just a hard sniffle.
I could do it. There's so many times I have to make a poopy out of my butthole, and I just go.
I love your mental image of thinking that a vagina poops blood out.
Yes, am I wrong?
I just had a big coffee. I gotta get home. I'm about to have my period.
Yeah, dude. Every time I'm about to have my poopy period, I'm like, I'm cold.
Oh man,
I'm hungry.
That does suck though, because it's like if you want to do anything good in life, you have to sync it around women's periods.
Yeah. I guess
Like,
you're right. Yeah.
It's like you can't have like your wedding day.
Yeah.
You can't be like this. She's fucking miserable today.
I mean, she would be anyway.
You gotta look at the tidal chart.
Yeah.
Know where the moon's gonna be to plan your wedding.
Fuck, there's a high tide. I can't get married
God
today.
damn, we can't get married near the ocean. The sharks are gonna smell this shit.
From a mile away, dude.
They used to say that, right? Women can't swim in their period because you don't want the sharks to come in. That was the plot to Jaws 3, I think, right? It's called Heavy Flow.
Heavy Flow is the lady from the Progressive commercial when she gained weight.
She just got thick. And success really went to her head
Heavy Flow.
and to her ass.
Just a great fat rapper.
She is starting to age, Flo.
Yeah.
She's been doing it too long. They need to kill her off in these commercials.
Still would.
Damn, imagine the Progressive commercial where her family comes and they hit the life insurance claim. Flo would have wanted it this way.
They just have like a really traumatized thing of them like taking her off life support, but it's like the weeks leading up where they're like, it's like a 2% chance that she comes back fully compat. And even if she does come back, like she's had so much brain damage from the lack of oxygen.
The big
that-
reveal is the Super Bowl commercial.
But like it's like a 4-minute commercial, and like her kids are like, I barely got to know her, and they're like, we have videos of mommy. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Yeah, there should be a rule on TV. Like if you run long enough, like The Simpsons have never aged. They should eventually, if they ever do end The Simpsons, they should have to have an episode where they all die.
Yeah.
That's just it. It's just Flanders giving a eulogy. It's really sad.
You just do it all. Like if you give Stuart Little leukemia, he's just like all his hair was falling out. Chemo radiation. Beep. You go in the hospital room. Beep, beep. Hey, Stu. Hey, buddy. How you feeling? I'm okay. Just a little tired. I can't do this anymore. What do you mean? I want to be dead. No, Stu, you got to fight, bud. You got to fight. Please don't make me do this anymore. Don't make me do this anymore. And they're like, and then like it cuts to like a couple like days later, like Stu's been unresponsive for like 2 or 3 days. And they're
I
like,
just wanted to sit in the pocket. I couldn't do it anymore.
they all huddle around. Like Chuck E. Cheese comes and he like takes him off life support.
The funeral, Ratatouille gets up and gives a speech. Stu was a good guy. Not a lot of people know he gave a lot back to charity.
Never got a pilot's license. Was always flying. He was... So that would be funny if Stuart Little died. I think dramatized deaths should happen far more often than they do.
Yeah, the Geico Lizard should die. It should get hit by a car.
Yeah.
That ain't insured.
Yeah.
The driver gets out and he's like, no, I actually have animal coverage. I'm good. And he just drives off.
They cut off like part of his body. They're like, how much you cut off? And he's like 15% or less.
The Aflac duck just stumbles upon.
No, he orchestrates a terrorist attack.
I think the Aflac duck is Muhammad Jihad.
Yeah, but instead of Aflac Akbar. Yeah, that'd be funny if that happened. Yeah. Dude, Taylor Swift is at the Chiefs game right now.
We were talking. I could not care less about.
Isn't that
this.
crazy? Who?
It is. So everyone's like, they're dating. They're not. First off,
Sure they are.
they're two famous people that have been texting, and then whenever they're in the same location, they fuck. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that dating now?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, maybe they got to figure it out.
Yeah, but they both seem like they love each other, like themselves so much that like.
But it's like I don't know. I'm not a Travis Kelce. Just seems he seems like he'd be a fun dude to hang out with, but like just a problem.
Yeah, I
Right?
also he's kind of like he reminds me of like the George Bush of the Bush family, in that like everybody else in the Bush family has like a regular accent, and then George Bush has a Southern accent.
He's qualified, but the most successful.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, dude, fucking HW is the dog.
True.
By the way, I just saw a video of him vomiting at like a dinner in Japan. He was at when he was president.
Dude, we gotta let these fucking geezers just geeze their way into the sunset. We gotta stop recording them.
He died a little while ago. He's been gone.
But like the very tail end of it.
No, this was while he was like sitting president.
Oh, I did see that.
Did you see
one.
that video? He
I
was
have seen
in
that, yeah.
Japan and they like
yarps.
he ate like sashimi or whatever,
Yeah.
and just ralphed and then like spazzed and then fainted.
Yeah.
And we think Doughy Joe is fucking ruining stuff.
I've never heard the nickname Doughy Joe.
No.
But he seems like a pretty slim guy.
He is.
He's very tired.
That's because he's on Adderall.
They're all shutting down. All the old politicians, their brains are just shutting off.
Yeah, Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch is like Mitch. The ones where he like shut down is
I
like
just shut down thinking about it.
when you're like it'd be like when you're like cheating on your girlfriend and she finally goes through your phone. She's like, "Who's this? Who is this?"
At one point, Mitch McConnell hit the point where he goes, well, if I don't say anything, that's probably the best bet, right?
Yeah.
I should just lean into the, not saying anything means you didn't say anything wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
And then instead of a staffer, just like one of your boys, he's like, he can't talk right now. He can't. He's
well,
actually.
the one lady came up and she was like, he's actually not taking any more questions.
Yeah.
And a reporter was like, I got one question. She's like, all right, fine. We'll take 11 more questions.
Yeah. And also the next question is like, what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I mean, it's the craziest thing that's like one of the few jobs that you can just fully
forever.
freeze out. Yeah, really.
You can do for
Yeah.
fucking ever.
Yeah.
What
Like-
were we talking about before that?
I don't know. I changed subjects many times.
Taylor Swift. She seems like everyone glorifies her. She seems like the worst girlfriend ever, right?
Yeah.
She's got like 7 albums and they're all about heartbreak. It's like eventually you got to be like, I think she's the problem.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
she has that song, I'm the Problem, It's Me, right? That's her.
Yeah, but that's just like so like yeah,
But
maybe
it's tongue in cheek. It's like, no,
yes.
you are the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She is. Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking like
Common denominator. That should be the name of her next album.
yeah, well cuz she's fucking that's cuz she's always underneath everybody.
True.
She was hanging out with Mrs. Kelce, who it's like, all right, cool, big lady, had 2 famous sons. I don't really get all the hype.
That lady she became famous because she took 2 jerseys, cut them in half, and sewed them together.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, this mom loves her kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking millionaires. Of course she loves them.
I live in a place where they took 2 jerseys and sewed them together, north and south.
Yeah. There was supposed to be a Succession in the late 70s. Sorry, go on.
Secession.
No, Succession. There was a succession movement where New Jersey was going to split into 2 states.
Yeah, secession.
Fun fact. Hey, you don't get that on the South Jersey Bad Boys. Fuck you. Fuck
Oh,
you.
God, dude.
Fuck you. Yeah, Matt kissed the guy. You're going to put that out on the internet?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
That's smut.
Hey, how about this? What are you gonna put that out on the internet?
What are you?
They don't even sing the song anymore.
God, they don't even kiss.
If I ever, and I mean this, like I'm not even trying to be funny, I'm gonna fucking kill Dan Callahan.
That one's for you.
Yeah,
2 of them. I'll make one smaller because one of you is shorter than the other one.
but
Man, we've really run out of shit.
yeah, I know. No, I
Topic and shit.
quite the contrary. We
Travis Kelce.
But Ian Rappaport, he's like an NFL reporter, put out a thing, the most bitch tweet of all time. After he saw that she was in the suite with the Kelces, he put out a thing. It was like, anybody opposed to getting a live stream just of Taylor Swift for the whole game? And I was like, ew, dude, what a dork.
Yeah, and he put that out for every one of those fucking mindless 33-year-old women that
Yeah.
dressed like her to go to her concert. I mean, like, I've done some corny shit in my life, but like, I'm not, oh, fuck. Actually, every concert I go to, I'm dressed like every dude in the band, so I can't talk any shit.
Yeah.
It's just me in a flannel with my good jeans, and I'm like, oh, I got that same fucking t-shirt.
Yeah, true.
No way. I accidentally cosplay every band I go to see.
That's so upsetting, dude.
It really is. I'm in my lane. I'm having a fun with it.
In my head, I'm like them up there.
Dude, it's a problem. This song's basically about my life.
I can relate to this more than anybody here.
Yeah.
They're thinking about me when they sing the song.
Oh, that's too much in my life.
I'm worse. I think about that with Drake. I'm like, God, Drake gets me. It's
God,
like Drake.
I'm a millionaire that gets too much pussy.
Oh, I'm such a mixed Jewish millionaire that gets so
I'm
much
such a
pussy.
successful millionaire that I had to put hot sauce in my condoms too.
Oh my God! I got to start on a hit teen show, and then I became a successful rapper. I hate when that happens to me.
Oh, I'm very good at acting on a wheelchair. Ah, fuck. He used to call me on my cell phone.
Yeah. Oh, you're the most 45-year-old guy. That's one of Drake's old tunes.
The other day, somebody was like, "How old are you?" And I went to say almost 40, and I just said 40, and it just kind of felt right.
You feel more 40 than 35.
Than 37. I'm 37.
I know, but not in a bad way. 40 is like
No, I
feels
can't
a
wait
lot
to
younger.
be 40. You get off the hook for so much shit.
Jay, how old are you? 32? 33? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like
I gotta stop looking so young.
yeah, I mean you really do. It is true, but I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. Yeah.
You gotta moisturize, bro.
You do not moisturize, dude.
You gotta use things on your face.
What if you keep looking so young you get kidnapped?
I'm Benjamin Button right now.
What if it's like Man on Fire?
Yo,
you
I'm
get
Ben
kidnapped?
Button. I'm Benny Buttons.
Nah, you're Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, you get kidnapped and Denzel. Great
Man.
movie, incredible movie.
No, hot take, guys.
Denzel's
Man on
gotta
Fire is
come.
a good movie.
Yeah, and he's got to trade his life for yours. Is that worth it? Why did he? Oh God.
I don't know. There's an Equalizer 3 in theaters now. Right now, I'm very tempted.
I tried to watch I didn't get a chance to get it.
It's the same. It's all the same movie. It's all Man on Fire. I think Dakota Fanning is in the new one, actually.
Really?
I don't know.
It should just make just more training days.
Oh yeah,
Which,
classic film.
when you watch that back after you haven't watched it in a while, you're like, oh, I forget. This movie actually sucks.
Dude, I put Fast Times at Ridgemont High on. My wife and I were scrolling through 2 nights ago, scrolling through Netflix, and she goes, "What's that movie?" And I was like, "Oh, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's a classic. You never seen this? Don't watch that one back. Like
What?
3 minutes in, it's a 22-year-old banging a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
And I'm just like trying, and she's half asleep. She wakes up to that scene. She was like, "What is this?" I was like, "It's the movie you said you wanted to watch. Spicoli's a funny character. Wait till he comes on screen." Like, it was just everything. Animal House had it was a common theme. It was a college dude that banged the dean's daughter, who was like a sophomore in high school.
Yeah. That is nuts. But
The
that's,
Rolling Stones were just banging tweens.
Yeah. I mean,
All right, let me get off my soapbox real quick.
no, get back on your soapbox.
All right, well, yeah, so that was weird. As soon as I was watching, I was like, oh yeah, and this also just isn't that good of a movie.
Yeah. A lot of it, like once the nostalgia wears off and you're like, yeah, this is just not well written or directed or acted or.
Boondock Saints.
Never seen.
Rewatch that. Oh man, I was obsessed with that in college because I was like, this is me. I'm all about justice and being Irish.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm Irish, to be honest with you.
You feel it.
Maybe. I'm French, probably.
I'm all about justice and being Irish.
That's the whole movie. The
Yeah.
movie is about justice and being Irish.
True.
And for some reason, every dude related to that very hard in that time frame.
Yeah.
You go back and watch it, and it is a dog. It has some funny parts, but just a dog shit movie.
The only good part of the movie.
Yeah, but
Willem Dafoe, man.
he's also fucking terrible in it too. There's a sequel too. That movie dog shit as well.
He should have been the Green Goblin in it.
True.
With Willem Dafoe should be the
just-
Green Goblin in every movie he's in. That movie Lighthouse
He
with
just
Robert
comes in on
Pattinson.
a hoverboard.
How was that now?
Fucking incredible. They
What?
almost fuck, which is the coolest part, dude.
The critics do say not enough Green Goblin.
Every Rotten Tomatoes of every movie. Titanic, like, could have used a little Green Goblin in
So
there.
you said they almost fucked. So he almost was Goblin. In
They
it.
like almost kiss because they start hallucinating and going nuts. So like,
Is it just them living in a lighthouse being cute?
no, they're like two sailors and they kind of get stranded and they're just like forced to be stuck in this lighthouse until a storm passes.
It's Brokeback Mountain on a rocky
Yes,
island.
It's nautical Brokeback. They get real naughty out there.
yeah, naughty Brokeback.
Not enough Green Goblin because they would have got right off the island.
True.
Yeah, Green Goblin was the scariest guy of all time because that came out when I was a little boy. When he popped in there and then you just saw Willem Dafoe, he gets the injection, he gets buff.
Yeah, was that a movie? Yeah, because how old you were when that came out. Did that scare the shit out of you?
Yeah.
I'm starting to realize that now with like showing my daughter movies. I'm like, this isn't bad, but I'm like, oh yeah, everything's scary to you.
Yeah. Well, it's also like at that age, I'm obviously was not an intelligent kid, but like I saw somebody get bit by a spider and get superpowers. So I'm like, sure, it's not likely to happen, but I'm sure it's not impossible.
You're like, I put my hand near a lot of webs that summer.
We used to have a lot of sprickets in my basement that I'm like, if one of these fuckers bites me.
Oh, I sucked the spricket up with a shop vac right before I came here.
What?
I had some water coming on the old basement, so I went down to wet vac the water out, and there was a spricket just hopping along. I said, "Sorry, bud."
Yeah. I love
Great
killing
wet vac
bugs,
sound.
dude. That was very good. Oh god, that was cool.
Why did I have a hard thumbs up?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. But the Green Goblin thing was just, I mean, that movie was incredible, and then the sequel was even better. But just like, again, you watch back these great movies, like, and you listen to the dialogue. And like Spider-Man 2, like the main villain was one of his professors.
Those leaned very hard on CGI.
Yeah.
You realize afterwards you're like, oh man, this is dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah, the main bad guy was just like an intelligent, sexy professor, and like he invites Peter over for dinner with his wife, and he's like, "You could find a woman like me and my wife.
Also, you could fuck my wife.
You could fuck my wife in front of me for $3,200.
It turns into just a full-on cock film.
Do it. She needs a strong young lover, and I can't fulfill the job anymore, Pete. Bang my wife.
Sling a web.
Shoot your web inside my wife, Pete." And they're like, "I wish you were the Green Goblin." I wish.
She's Green Goblin as
She's
balls.
gonna be Green Goblin. Yeah,
There it is.
Yeah, dude, we're the best of all time.
Yeah, we're good at jokes. Jokes come easy to some of us. I can't think of another villain in a Spider-Man movie.
I'll tell you, jokes don't come.
Sandman.
Jokes don't come easy to anybody. Not everybody, I should say. High note you missed on Wednesday. Had a character who was a quiet man.
Yeah,
Go up and throw out a very naughty word.
I heard he threw it out
3 times, and it was one of those ones where it's like. Not to say that it's comparable to like watching the Twin Towers collapse, but you're watching it happen, and you're like, you can't believe it's happening while it's happening.
It's also in a room that, not to say like you can get away with murder at high note.
You can get away with a lot,
But it's a room where you can say
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
If it's funny.
and if you have good
funny.
intentions behind it,
Yeah, but not that word.
That
not
one-
that word.
yeah.
It's a very bad
I
word.
need to find out about this after the pod.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
not a good
like,
word.
because it was not the funniest part. The funniest part was not only was it said in like a very racist Korean accent. So he was like hitting it from every angle. It was unbelievable.
I'll say this. I put full blame on that to Josh Ryan for successfully doing an Asian accent at Helium at Philly's Funniest.
Yeah.
And then putting out a good reel. And he found a loophole of getting away with doing an Asian accent. He's given the freedom to South Jersey Comics to start throwing around there. So Josh Ryan, this is your fault.
Yeah,
Future
Jay
guest.
Rye.
Future
Slippery
guest.
Rye. Dude, it was nuts. I was sitting in the back and I was like in between.
Yeah, because you're like, I mean, were you hosting?
No.
Who's hosting?
Slippery Boss.
Yeah, because then that sucks. You're like, do I just walk up and take the mic? Do we cut the mic?
Well, I didn't. I
Do
would
you
never
let him bury himself?
I would never cut it in the middle of it, and I would never do anything.
You let him
on
finish the
stage,
word.
but I would.
You wanna
yeah.
get past that second G.
Yeah. It's like when you watch a movie and you know every word and you recite it along with it as you hear it. So I kind of said it, but no.
You're like, yo, I actually punched this one up for him.
It's a weird thing because I do like the idea that like the room.
do
is-
like the word.
No. I like the idea that it's a room where you can say a lot of shit.
You can test stuff out.
Yeah, but that's just kind of one where it's like, yeah, I can't really help you, pal.
The triple down on it too is bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trippa.
So listeners, don't say those words, but come out to High Note
Yeah, Thursday.
and come out. Yeah, well, this Thursday, this will probably be coming out around or after. But next month, post game comedy. It's been cooking.
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna get it ripping, tearing, the ripping and the tearing.
Taryn, give it a dog
On the 28th, and it'll be back in November also, right? Or in October.
Hopefully helium by then, possibly. Ooh, don't want to give it too much away.
We'll believe
Potentially.
that.
Yeah.
A prominent Philadelphia comedic establishment.
Who I recently followed up an unanswered email about.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Here we go. Nothing like following up an unanswered email with another unanswered email.
Story of my life, brother.
I don't know. What do you got coming up?
Well, speaking of, we have, if this comes out for September 28th, we have the post-game show, doing some pods coming up. So I'll put those on my little thing to call listen. It's like good dudes that were doing their podcasts. What a unbelievable sentence. It's good dudes that were doing their podcasts. September 30th. It's good dudes that were doing their podcast. September 30th, a house show in Northern Liberties. Kelce McKee runs. That'll be a fun one. October 5th, we'll be at Helium doing the late night show. What's that called? What's that helium show called?
Nightcap.
Nightcap. We'll be at Nightcap with big old fat dumb Ryan Foster. A bunch of other stuff. I'll post it up. A lot of fun things. A lot of cute, hot things. Oh, and the video comes out this Wednesday. This is out by now. Check out Crossing Broad to watch us playing pickleball and getting smacked in the back
Smack in the back.
with Kyle Pagan, Kiki Pagan,
Kiki Peas.
Kiki Palmer.
I have stuff coming up, but I don't have it in my calendar because stuff got shifted around. I have a roast battle probably coming up next month. That's getting rescheduled. Jester's Castle, I believe.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Oh, Waynebrook Inn out in, I think it's Lancaster area. On the 27th of October, I'll be out there. I'll be traveling for a while for work. So if you're in those areas and you know comedy, let me go on your show. That didn't make sense.
You're right there with me.
Look, things are hard to say. But yeah, Monte Comedy, Hacks Comedy Golf. We're talking about it. We're going to bring it back in some capacity. We're almost at episode 100. I've been saying it's episode 1.
This is the last time I can let it slide.